Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Ncert Maths Hub. Today in this video we will do worksheet number 50 for class 9 subject mathematics. Today our topic is representation of data. So required previous knowledge is understanding of ungrouped frequency distribution. So sometimes we find such a large number of figures that it is difficult to represent it in ungrouped form. So in such cases we can use group frequency distribution table. So now what is group frequency distribution table? So group frequency distribution table क्या है इसके बारे में पढ़ते हैं. So in this method we divide the data into small groups of similar intervals. So हम क्या करते हैं, डेटा को small intervals में small groups में break कर लेते हैं and these groups are called as classes और class intervals. इन groups को हम क्या बोलते हैं, classes बोलते हैं और class interval बोलते हैं. The class intervals can be written in the form of following ways. You can see here 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. So you can see here no values overlapping. So these type of class intervals are called as non-overlapping classes. इनको हम क्या बोलते हैं, non-overlapping classes बोलते हैं. So here 0 to 9 will contain only those numbers which are equal to or greater than 0, जो 0 या 0 से बड़े हैं, and equals to or smaller than 9, जो 9 के इक्वल हैं या 9 से स्मॉलर हैं, वही वैल्यू हम 0 to 9 क्लास इंटरवल में इंक्लूड करेंगे. सो नाउ 10 to 19 will contain those numbers which are equal to or greater than 10 or equals to or smaller than 19. So देखिए 10 to 19 में हम कौन से नंबर्स इंक्लूड करेंगे, वो भी नंबर इंक्लूड करेंगे जो 10 के इक्वल या 10 से ग्रेटर है और 19 से लेस है या 19 के इक्वल है. सो नाउ इफ our data is between 9 and 10, for example 9.5, then we will face a problem. हम क्या करेंगे, प्रॉब्लम फेस करेंगे as in which class interval 9.5 should be placed. So in such cases we can show our class interval in this way. So 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. इस टाइप की क्लास इंटरवल हम क्या बोलते हैं, कंटिन्यूस क्लास इंटरवल बोलते हैं. So 0 to 10 will contain all those numbers which are equal to or greater than 0 and smaller than 10. So देखिए हम 0 या 0 से ग्रेटर जो भी नंबर है हम क्लास इंटरवल में लेंगे, बट स्मॉलर देन 10 हम 10 को इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे. 10 को इंक्लूड करेंगे हम नेक्स्ट क्लास इंटरवल, दैट इज 10 to 20 में. सिमिलरली 20 को इंक्लूड करेंगे 20 to 30 में. Here 20 is not included in the interval 10 to 20. So this type of interval, class intervals are called as continuous class interval. इनको हम क्या बोलते हैं, continuous class interval बोलते हैं. So now we have a problem, or you can say an example. Let us understand an example. The height of 50 students measured to the nearest centimeter have been found to be as follows. So देखिए हमें क्या गिवन है, 50 स्टूडेंट्स की हाइट गिवन है जैसा कि आप स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे हैं. So represent the data given above by a group frequency distribution table taking the class interval as 160 to 165 and 165 to 170 etc. So आप देख सकते हैं हमें कि एक्चुअली क्या है, 5 की जो एक्चुअल डिफरेंस पे क्लास इंटरवल बनाने हैं, बट ये क्लास इंटरवल क्या हमारे कंटिन्यूस क्लास इंटरवल होने चाहिए. जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं 160 to 165 एंड 165 to 170. सो देखिए हम 165 को इस इंटरवल में इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे, 165 इंक्लूड होगा 165 to 170 में. सो वी कैन मेक 3 columns here: height in centimeters, telemarks and frequency. So the students who have their height as 150 to 155 centimeter are 12 in numbers. So 12 student ऐसे हैं जिनकी हाइट कितनी है, 150 to 155 centimeter है. So that here 150 to 155 equals to 12 number of students हैं. So उनको telemark में represent करेंगे. So this one is first is 5, then 5 and then 2. So 12 is represented by telemarks here. And now 155 to 160 means all the students who have their height as 155 or greater than 155 but less than 160 centimeter will lie in second class interval, and such students are 9 in numbers. So ऐसे स्टूडेंट कितने हैं, जो 9 स्टूडेंट हमारे पास हैं जिनकी हाइट क्या हमारे पास 155 सेंटीमीटर टू 160 सेंटीमीटर है. सो टेलीमार्क्स विल बी हियर 5 and 4, so this will be 9. Similarly the students who have their height as 160 centimeter to 165 centimeter, so these are 14 students. so ऐसे कितने हैं, 14 स्टूडेंट हमारे पास हैं. so 5 10 and then 4, so this become 14. so these are 14 students. and similarly students who have their height as 165 centimeter to 170 centimeter means their height is either 165 centimeter or greater than 165 but less than 170 centimeter. so such students are 10 students are in numbers. so ऐसे 10 स्टूडेंट हैं जिनकी हाइट कितनी 165 to 170 सेंटीमीटर है. सिमिलरली there are 5 students who have their height as 170 to 175 centimeter, means their height is either 170 centimeter or greater than 170 centimeter but less than 175 centimeter. So total we have 50 students. So now we have two problems for practice. You can see here the distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to their workplace were found as follows 5, 3, 10, 20. So देखिए 40 इंजीनियर्स की जो डिस्टेंस है उनके वर्क प्लेस से सो हमें गिवन है कंस्ट्रक्ट ए ग्रुप फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल with class size 5 for the data given about taking the first interval as 0 to 5 and 5 is not included. So देखिए अपर लिमिट जो हमारी यहाँ पर इसको हम बोलते हैं अपर लिमिट. सो 0 इज लोअर लिमिट एंड 5 इज अपर लिमिट. सो अपर लिमिट हमारे यहाँ इंक्लूडेड नहीं है एज 5 विल बी काउंटेड और कंसिडर्ड इन द नेक्स्ट इंटरवल दैट इज 5 to 10. हम 5 को कंसिडर करेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास इंटरवल में दैट इज 5 to 10. सिमिलरली 10 to 15 करेंगे तो हम 10 इंक्लूड करेंगे बट 5 to 10 में 10 इंक्लूड नहीं होगा. 10 इंक्लूड होगा नेक्स्ट थर्ड क्लास इंटरवल दैट इज 10 to 15 में. Similarly, we have given second problem. So let's move ahead for solution part. So we are given the first problem, that is the distance of 40 engineers from their residence to their workplace are found as follows. So 40 engineers की distance given है उनके workplace से उनके घर residence तक. So हमें इसको क्या करना है, group frequency distribution में arrange करना है with class size 5 for the data given above, taking the first interval as 0 to 5 and 5 is not included. So distance in kilometers, make 3 columns. As you can see on the screen, distance in kilometer, telemark and number of engineers. So 0 to 5 kilometers. So number of engineers who whose distance from their residence to workplace is either 0 kilometer or more than 0 kilometer but less than 5 kilometer are 5 engineer. ऐसे हमारे पास कितने engineers हैं? 5 engineers हैं जिनका distance क्या है 0 to 5 kilometer की range में है. So 0 to 5. So now telemarks can be represented here. So this is 5. Now 11 engineers are there whose distance from their workplace to their residence is 5 to 10 kilometer, means either their distance is equals to 5 kilometer or more than 5 but less than 10 kilometer. So 10 is not included here, 10 is included in the third class interval. Similarly 10 to 15 kilometer distance वाले engineer कितने हैं? ऐसे similar हमारे पास कितने 11 engineer हैं. And similarly 9 engineers are there whose distance from their workplace to their residence is 15 to 20 kilometer. And similarly 1 engineer is there whose distance from their workplace to their residence is 20 to 25 kilometer. And similarly there is 1 engineer whose distance from their residence to their workplace is 25 to 30 kilometer. And similarly there are 2 engineers whose distance from their workplace to their residence is 30 to 35 kilometer. So these are the total 40 engineers, and this is all about the frequency distribution table of problem 1. But the main features from this table you can observe that is 11 engineer each have distance 5 to 10 kilometer and 10 to 15 kilometer from the residence to place of work. Similarly 1 engineer each has the distance between 20 to 25 kilometer and 25 to 30 kilometer from residence to place of work. So now proceed for question number 2. The relative humidity in percentage of certain city for the month of 30 days was as follows. देखिए हमें relative humidity given है in percentage, and now we are to make a group frequency distribution table with the class interval 84 to 86, 86 to 88. These are the continuous class interval. So you can see a table on the screen. Relative humidity in percentage, telemarks and frequency. So 84 to 86% relative humidity में से हमारे पास कितने दिन है? ऐसे दिन हमारे पास एक दिन है जब relative humidity क्या है 84 to 86 के बीच में है. So देखिए relative humidity क्या है 84 और equal to 84 और more than 84 but less than 86. As you know 86 is included here. So 86 कहाँ है? आपका second class interval में include होगा. So 86 to 88 there is one day. Similarly 88 to 90 there are 2 days when the relative humidity is between 88 to 90%. Similarly there are 2 days when relative humidity is 90 to 92%, and similarly there are 7 days when the relative humidity is 92 to 94%, and similarly there are 6 days when the relative humidity is between 94 to 96%, and similarly there are 7 days when the relative humidity is 96 to 98%, and similarly there are 4 days when the relative humidity is between 98 to 100%. So this is the frequency distribution table for the given data And this is all about question number 2 and worksheet number 50. So if you learn from this video, then please do subscribe my channel and share this video as much as you can. Thanks for watching.